Hey everybody, so today I would like to share a recipe with you all with something I have been making for the longest time. You know, if you have been subscribed to this channel and looking at my videos, you know I have been doing reviews. I'm not going to stop doing the reviews. I enjoy doing the food reviews because I'm always exploring and discovering new food items. I'm also trying new food items. But not just that, I'm always making my own thing. I'm always making my own recipe, and I enjoy sharing those things with you all. So as long as I'm able to cook, I'll be here sharing my recipes and all the food items that I do. Other than that, I definitely am looking to share this recipe with y'all. I want to try something different, and so with my broccoli, which I have here, I ended up cutting some and put them in the deep fry. Now I'm gonna go through the whole process for you. I'm calling them broccoli bites because they're little pieces of broccoli. I mean, it's like a bite of broccoli. So with all that being said, I want to share a recipe with you. It is gluten-free, it is vegan, so if you want to add in your own little taste, you can do whatever you want, and hopefully it is something that you enjoy as well. I'll be making my little dip that I'll be making. I'll share that with you all as well. So if you're interested, definitely tag along with me, come along with me in the kitchen, and we'll go ahead and make us some broccoli bites. So other than that, let's go on to the kitchen now and let's get on to cooking. So before I begin, I'm going to put some oil in this pan. I'm going to use a little bit of vegetable oil, not a lot, but I'm just going to go ahead and add some. You don't need a lot. I'm just going to pour enough in here so y'all see how much I'm using. And that's just about it. I might not put a little bit more in there, but that's it. You don't need a lot too much. You just want enough so you can flip it around and get two sides of the broccoli pieces. So I'm going to go ahead and put this on the stove. I'm going to put this to medium to low heat, but more so medium to get it heated up. And then I'm just going to go ahead and start working on the broccoli. So here I have it. I have my cutting board, and what I want to do is I want to cut a few of these open. Now these have been in the refrigerator for a while, so I want to go ahead and use these up. So they might look like they're coming apart a little bit, but that's all right. So I'm going to pull these pieces together. What you really want is small pieces like this. So I'm going to put them to the side. I mean, you don't need a lot, so you can experiment, you can explore, you can have bigger pieces if you want. I'm just going to get what I need, and from there we're going to get the batter straight. Now that I got my broccoli pieces ready, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and make my batter for the broccoli. So I have my bowl, and I'll be using this to make all my ingredients in. I have my gluten-free flour, which is by King Arthur flour. I got this from Target, and you can probably get some Target too for about $10 a bag. I believe this is 3 pounds. I use this flour for pretty much a lot of my baking these days. I have tried Pamela's flour with this recipe, but it didn't turn out the way I liked it. So I'll be using this flour, and hopefully it will turn out all right. So let me go ahead and put my stuff in this bowl. So I'll be using 1/3 of a cup for this recipe, and I'm going to go ahead and scoop this on up and just put it in here. That's all. What you want to do here is you want to grab you some cornstarch, which I have here. It is gluten-free, as you can see, and this I will be using along with this flour. I'm going to put the same amount in here, 1/3 of a cup, and topped it off like that. Made a mess. Let me go ahead and clean that up. So I'm going to add me a little bit of iodized salt, and I'm going to go ahead and put 1/4 of a teaspoon in this batter. So I'm just going to go ahead. That's it. You don't need that much. Also going to do the same for this black pepper that I have right here. So I'm going to go ahead and put some pepper in there. Put that in there. So I'm going to go ahead and add me some sugar. I'm going to add about 1 to 3 teaspoons of sugar. 2 might be enough, but let me go ahead and put this in there. And now You have to make your mind up if you want this to be more of a treat or a little snack or something to go along with your meal. You decide how much sugar you're going to use. I usually put in between 2 and 3. Sometimes I don't only just put in 1. You don't have to put any of that in there. But do keep in mind you don't want this to be too salty. And this recipe I found sometimes be salty and a little sweet. So I think right now this is good enough. And you know what? I'm going to add me one more. I'm going to just add me one more. Simple as that. But other than that, you can decide you want 1 to 3 teaspoons of sugar in there. So here's the tricky part. I do add water to this to make my batter. And what you want to get to is a consistency that's slightly thick, not watery. So I'm going to use 1/3 cup of some water. And then I'm going to add a half of this. I'm going to add a little half of this. I'm not going to do another one, just a half. And I'm just going to go ahead and put this in here. That's all you need. Now, you feel like you need more, add more flour? Add more flour. So I'm going to go ahead and stir this up. And you will see how this turns out. And I'm using a fork so I can break this down some. You can use a whisk if you want or if you have one, but a fork is good enough. So this is the consistency that you want it at when it's like that. You want to really coat the broccoli pieces. So I have my broccoli florets or pieces, and I'm going to go ahead and start adding it to the batter. I'm going to add more. And then what I'm going to do is just simply coat each piece while it's in here. So as you can see, each piece is coated, and I'm going to go ahead and make my way to the stove so I can begin to put these on the oil. So I have my burner, and what I did was I turned my burner on to medium so it can heat up, and then I brought it down to medium to low. So right now it's sitting on low because I don't want to burn my batter. So what I have here is I have my florets, as you can see. I'm going to go ahead and take one and just simply dip it into the oil. It might spark up a little bit. So these don't take long to brown up. What you want to go ahead and do is begin to flip them on their side, because these will cook very quickly. It doesn't take long. What we're going to go ahead and do is take them out. They don't need a lot of time to cook. So here I have it. I have the broccoli pieces, and what I'm going to go ahead and do is make my dip. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is start off by using some vegan mayonnaise or some dressing. And this is gluten-free. You can purchase this from Target. But I'm also going to combine it with some Tabasco sauce, chipotle pepper sauce. You can find this usually at Chipotle, but you can also find this at Target as well. This goes about $4. This goes about a little $5 or maybe a little more than $5. So let me go ahead and mix these two up. I'm gonna go ahead and add my scoop. Get a little bit more. Y'all don't understand how much I love this sauce. Love this sauce. It's the only Tabasco sauce or hot sauce that I will use. So I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit in there. I'm going to just give it enough. And that's all you need. You don't need a lot. And I'm just going to give this a stir. So there you have it. We have our sauce. I don't know what to call this. I don't even know if there's a name for it. But I like it. and I definitely like using it or eating it with the broccoli bites. So I'm back, y'all, and we just made some broccoli bites, and I'm looking forward to trying these with you, even though I have this every once in a full-blown moon. But with all that being said, the whole point of this is also to show you all how it turns out. With that being said, I have my broccoli bites right here. I have them on the plate, and as you can see, they came out rather crispy. What you can do if you want to use a little bit more florets or broccoli pieces, you can put a little bit more water in there, and so you can coat more of the broccoli pieces. You can do that. But other than that, I prefer mine to be a little bit more breaded, so I don't get as much batter, or I only get as much broccoli from the batter. Or if you want, you could just use more batter, and you can do equal parts of the flour, the gluten-free King Arthur flour, and the cornstarch. So with that, I found that those two combinations worked. I have tried it with just flour. It didn't turn out the way I wanted it. I don't know what made me even think about putting those two together, but it works, and we're here today because it works. So I want to go ahead and try these, and I want to show you all up close and personal what it looks like. As you can see, it looks like that. It's pretty much breaded. And then what I'm going to do here is I'm going to break it open for you so y'all can see what it looks like on the inside. So you see that? So you can see how breaded it is. And that's what you have. So what I'm going to go ahead and do, I'm going to take a bite of the piece I just broke in half, and I'm going to go ahead and try it for y'all. So here we go. Y'all just don't know. It just tastes, it tastes right. And you can definitely taste the sweet. It's not, despite the amount of sugar that I use, it does come off as a little sweet. At least the batter comes off sweet, but it still tastes delicious. It's not bad. It's not really like full of sugar. It's just right. In the future, what I might do is add a little bit more salt, but I wouldn't really add a lot of salt, because there was one time I did use a lot of salt and it came out not as expected or planned. So this, I want y'all to try this at home. Now, I know y'all saw me whip up some concoction or some dip, and this is made from vegan mayonnaise and the chipotle pepper sauce. You can get both of those at Target. The chipotle sauce runs you about a good $3.99, $4, and the vegan mayonnaise, which I think is a little pricey but it's all right, comes up to about a little over $5. That's from what I seen. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of the broccoli bites, and we got this. I'm going to dip it in here. Got that. We're going to coat it, and as you can see, that's what it looks like. I'm going to go ahead and taste it. Let me tell you something. This tastes so delicious. I want y'all to go home, get some broccoli, get some gluten-free flour and some cornstarch, put a little sugar, a little salt, a little pepper. If you want, you can put a little onion salt in there, maybe some garlic salt. Oh, garlic salt would be just as good and delicious as well. Put that in there, dip you some broccoli in the batter, fry it on up. Dip it in sauce, and let me tell you something. People don't understand. I love food, and it wasn't a problem for me and coming up with all these wonderful dishes. Other than that, this is not the last recipe or dish I like to share with you all. I do other dishes, and anything that makes me happy, I definitely want to share with you all, because there's a lot of other recipes that I came up with, and hopefully I'll be able to share those with you. And it's been a long time coming, and I hope y'all enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed this content, definitely like, subscribe, comment below, and hopefully I will see you all next time. Take care of each other, take care of yourself, and see you all another day. Bye.